Welcome back, Locker Room Talk, also known as the LRT Nation. Today's video is sponsored by 7 Sammy. As you remember, we have the shoes, we have new merch, we have jerseys, vintage shirts, anything you want. Let's hit up 7 Sammy, which is our sponsor. Other than that, we got Pass the Sticks, we got Champions League, we have NFL trades, releases, new contracts. How do you feel about that? Well, let me pause you there because we're going to come back after this break. Ready? Here we go.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that.
All right, so let's go with the Pass the Sticks. Hey, sorry about that, man, but, getting a little bit excited. We see a lot of trades, a lot of people moving. Almost lost track of it.
It's almost like I want to move somewhere else, too.
Let's hold on there before you move somewhere else. Because the next spot you're moving is to your dorm. But before we hit on that, we're going to go with the Pass the Sticks. Or BTA, belt to ass.
Yeah, it's definitely belt to ass.
Yeah, you're definitely the Pelicans against the Rockets. Rockets hit a 146 to 117 against the Pelicans. With Dylan Brooks.
Though. What do you expect?
Yeah,
bro, you don't expect any more.
From it happens. Yeah, you really don't. Because Zion Wilson is their star player. Thank God, finally lost weight. He actually listens to their diet. And you have the bad guy of the NBA, Dylan Brooks, hitting 27 points with 7 from 11 on threes.
Hey,
if he's
might be
trying to fight. That's all he does. All he does is try to fight.
Him dancing was better.
Oh, yeah. Can you please show the audience that again?
Nah.
Yep, and then after that, you got another one who they got bent over, which is the Timberwolves bent the Spurs over with a 141 to 124 with 25 points for Ant-Man. Julius Randle with a double-double, 10 assists, 14 points. And Darian Fox tried to sweep the win away, but he couldn't do it all by himself with 22 points. Once again, if you ask me, Ant-Man is the face of the NBA. But he doesn't want to take it. He really doesn't want to take it.
Hey,
but
humble man.
Humble man. Humble man. He is not humble. You know why? Because he himself says he is the chosen one. He is him.
He is him.
Yeah, you could see the stats on the Timberwolves games from previously, smacking that ball away from Shai in the OKC game, and now smacking the Spurs. He's him.
He can do it all.
You also got to think about it. 141 to 125 isn't bad. If I'm not mistaken, Chris Paul didn't play, and also Wemby's out for the whole year, so it's not too bad. But once again, Darian Fox can't do it by himself.
Yeah, Superman. It's not Superman, though.
Yeah, it's not. And then once again, Aston Villa shows why the Premier League is a top league.
No. Marco Asensio shows why he's a top player.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, because a couple weeks ago when we were talking, I had said Marco Asensio wasn't that great.
Really?
I said he was okay, decent player, but he wasn't that great for Real Madrid. But he's showing. That was just me, my point of view. My opinion.
You're
my
crazy.
opinion. My opinion.
You're crazy.
I just think he scored.
Man right there.
I just think he scored a couple good goals, and that was about it.
He was clutch.
But he did come in clutch today with a 3-0 win, aggregate of 6-1. Club Brugge, please pass the sticks and don't ever come back to the Champions League. Waste of time. Now we got the Arsenal versus PSV, aggregate 9.
Did Arsenal play the subs?
I don't know who they play. I think they play themselves. I think it was a little friendly game scrimmage. It was a warm-up match for their next Champions League matchup because this was terrible.
Hey, if they're expecting that same result for next week or the next matchup, it's not going to be the same.
Oh, it's not. It's not. But since we're hitting on these games, let's go hit on some Champions League.
Let's first start with the Barca game.
That was not. It was not an assist. He tried to shoot. If you know what I'm talking about,
it's an assist. But he tried shooting.
No.
He's still considered an assist, though. He played the ball.
No.
Yeah.
No. A man mistakenly hit the shot. There's no way the ball. You hit the shot. You're cut in. You're trying to curl it, and the ball ends up going this way. He didn't even three-toe it.
And that's what I'm saying. It was an assist, but it was a shot.
You're right, but it goes back to what I said. If you're gonna do a mistake, do it at 100% because it might lead up to something.
And
if you do your job correctly, which Rafinha did, it leads up to something.
Easy goal.
Easy goal. It was an easy goal.
Yep.
But it goes back. He made up for it. Lamine Yamal made up for it with a stellar banger. It was a crazy hit. And as a matter of fact, if you look at it, he didn't even swing his leg. He didn't put his leg through it. It was a simple tap, little curler, or over top corner.
Personally, I think Dante would have saved it.
Personally, I think you and Dante would have just looked at it. Because it was a banger. You guys would have just admired the shot. You know, but if it was me, I'd make it hit right in the corner, top corner. I would have done it better. But that's just me. Not a hater. Not a hater. That's just me.
You aren't that guy.
Hey,
You're not that guy no more.
hey, man. I say give me a chance at TST. Hey, I'll prove my point there. All right, now we got to move on. Let's move on real quick with the Bayern Leverkusen. Once again, big club coming up, big club. Bayern handled their business and smacked them.
You see, but Leverkusen has injuries. Many injuries. Did Wirtz play this game? I don't think he did.
Injuries or not, you gotta adjust. You gotta adjust.
So you're playing Bayern. Yeah,
Real Madrid had a lot of injuries throughout the year, and they adjusted perfectly fine.
you're
Barcelona
talking
had a
about-
lot of
you're
injuries,
talking about
and they
Madrid,
played their
and
young
you're talking
players.
about Leverkusen.
Barcelona played young players, and they did perfectly fine. So what's the excuse now?
You're talking about Barca, Madrid, then you got Leverkusen.
Adjust. If Xabi Alonso is being claimed as one of the best managers at this moment and growing and going to be one of the best managers there is, adjust.
Yeah, I agree. But
Because 5-0 aggregate is not good at all. It's
no,
not.
Definitely not.
It's not. You got to at least get a goal or two. You got to.
Losing 2-0 at home
You
is
have
not
to.
acceptable.
Look at Feyenoord. Santi Jimenez left, and they're still scoring goals. But
One goal.
now they're out. Inter Milan definitely showed them why they're considered a top 5 league.
Well,
Serie
I would
A
hope
Serie
so.
A is considered a top 5 league. It's showing still that they
I
need
think
to
it's
continue going.
Top 3 league.
Bro, what?
Who's,
About who?
It's Prem, La Liga, Serie A, France. And then who's number? I don't even know.
So
number
you're
5.
going to say the French league is better than Bundesliga?
Oh, Bundesliga is number 4. There you go.
That was just almost as bad as the performance we saw from Feyenoord. But now we're going to move on. Let's go to the PSG Liverpool game. We had a crazy game.
I don't know how many shots both teams had. Liverpool should have won it. Liverpool was dominating for the last 20 minutes of the game.
I mean, but if you're going to say that, PSG should have won it because in the first game, Alisson saved them.
Well, yeah, I think so too.
You know, so I think it could have gone either way. Just Alisson balled out, Donnarumma balled out.
Yeah.
Then in PKs, it's like a 50-50 chance. You know, you never know. Keeper could decide to dive the right way.
Unless
They could
even
guess
me,
it.
it's always 100% saved.
Definitely not. Making you go the other way.
You're not good.
You want to place a bet?
Nah, we don't do bets.
That's what I thought. Let's move on to this week's. Also going with the Real Madrid Atletico game, which I think we need to save that at the end because that game was
Crazy.
was class. I think it was the best game of the week.
Controversial call.
No.
I mean, that's
No.
what people are calling it. I mean,
No.
you got to look at it the way
No.
people are calling it.
Now, like I said, I'm gonna save that for the end. Right? We got Dortmund versus
However you say it, Lille,
Lille.
Lily, whatever.
Dante. How do we say it?
Lille.
Lille. Thank you.
Yeah. I think
All right,
so.
so you know, but crazy game as well. Dortmund. Like I said,
Bro, Lille's
Like I said.
bad. So horrible bad. No, bro. The last 20 minutes, bro, they were attacking. I don't know what this defender's doing, trying to dribble out to the back. 2 seconds left, loses the ball, and they call it.
yeah, no, I agree with you, but again,
They also got to score
Dortmund.
their chances. They got to score chances, though. They had more chances than Dortmund in the last 20 minutes.
that's soccer for you. You don't put your chances away. We're gonna go down your
You're
throat
gonna
and
lose.
go put something
Yeah.
on you, man.
I
You
agree,
know,
but
Just put your chances away. Kind of like Aston Villa did Club Brugge, as we talked about earlier. 3-0, 6-1 aggregate.
Marco
I'm
Asensio
not really
super
going to
sub.
hit much more on that because, again, that is just terrible.
Yeah.
We'll move on with the Arsenal PSV 9-3 aggregate. Once again, we don't know who they were playing. That game was terrible. It was terrible. But
Not too
Real Madrid and Atletico made
Madrid
up for those
derby.
2 games.
crazy games. Stunner of a game.
That Madrid derby was peak football. That was soccer. That was football. That was cinema.
Yeah.
It was cinema. Great performance by Courtois. Great performance by not Marco Asensio. See, now you got me saying his name.
Come on, bro.
Now you got me saying his name.
Bro, it was a great performance for him, though. Super sub, bro.
But like I was saying, better performance from the better Asensio. He left it all
Raul
out there. Left it on the line. Him and Rudiger, back line,
No, just him,
Courtois.
bro.
Rudiger did his job though. He
Couple
did. It's
times
not.
where it was shaky.
I mean,
bro.
yeah, it's hard when you got to cover Mendy. You got no left back.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, but again, I think those three stepped up. Then you got Venny playing field goal. Actually, not even if he was a kicker, he's missing that as well. It's going wide. I don't know what he was doing on that
It
PK.
went
It was
wide
terrible.
over everything. Yeah.
Shambles, man.
I would have scored it.
Yeah, man, I don't know. If you want to score, at least it's on target.
Yeah.
That was just terrible.
Not
Terrible.
good.
And then you got,
The PK shootout.
well, I mean, before you get there, you have a couple plays where Atletico should have gone up, and once again, they don't put them away.
Yeah. I
They
mean, when
just
you
don't.
got the best goalkeeper in the world, Courtois in goal, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, regardless, but you don't put them away. Like, there was times when you should have put them away. You don't. And you give a team like Real Madrid the chance to put you away or stay in the game, and you're going to pay for it.
Oh, and they paid for it.
You're going to pay for it. And you go to OT, which is extra time, overtime, for everybody that, needs to know. And then you go to pins, and you get a controversial call.
No, I gotta shout out our neighbors real quick, the Twins. They always keeping up with the soccer stuff, even though they're big time football. Always keeping up with the soccer stuff. As soon as it happened, they texted us.
Hey,
They texted us. I was getting texts from a couple different people saying robbery. Robbery
was Lakers taking Luka from the Mavs. That's robbery.
That's robbery for sure.
This is just, you slip, ball hits your leg. It's just an unfortunate situation. It's an unfortunate call. Shout out to the guest speaker, Ivan. He also hit me up right away. And he was talking about how VAR, he likes VAR. Now this happens. He's like, bro, it took only 30 seconds to call the PK. Hey, you like VAR. This is what happens. This is what happens.
Like, people are gonna be like, bro, like, happened 2 years ago. Let it go. Let it happen already. Messi in the World Cup. I think it was against France. The penalty he had, 2 touch. He shot it. Plant step was too close. Hit his plant step. It went in. And
I don't really remember that, so I'm not gonna say anything about that. But I also believe Chucky's word, and he said that never got called back.
Well, I mean, what do we think? Robbery, Madrid, whatever y'all want to say, or Messi, FIFA's kid?
Nah, what I say is rules are rules, man.
I mean,
You
bro.
gotta follow them.
Well, yeah, but this.
But like I said, this is what happens when you put VAR. This is what happens when it's not just soccer, it's not just football. It's happening now in all sports. It's like when you put technology. People make mistakes. We're humans. You make mistakes. And that's what the games were about. Yes, people might think I'm crazy. People might say, no, like that. It's changing the game. Yes, it's changing the game. But where's all the enjoyment? Where's the controversy? Where's the excitement? The people getting angry, people crashing out. Now you can't do that now because we sit there and we wait for VAR.
Yeah, like 2014, the no era penal from Mexico and Netherlands. Like,
Yeah.
as much as we hated it, I mean, there was a time when VAR was not there, and it was
exactly.
It created so much controversy, let like the soccer explode.
Yeah, then now in the NFL, you have the Hawkeye that's going to be, apparently he's going to let you know how many inches or how they're away from first down. They're going to let you know real quick. Then in baseball, you got where they throw a strike. All you got to do is tap your hat, and they're checking if it was a ball or strike, and they could get called back.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got in the NBA now, they're reviewing a lot more stuff. I just don't get it. I say just let it be like hockey and fight it out.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, so too far.
Yeah.
Since our tech guy's from Chile, shout out to the Chileno that won in UFC. That was a fast fight.
It was
Fast fight.
It was.
Fast
it was
fight.
indeed.
I gotta shout him out. Because again, once a guy, respect to the tech guy from Chile. He was he right away. He won, and I call him. I'm like, bro, do you see what happened? That was the fastest match.
Literally.
And now I think he said he's top 15, correct? Top 15 in the UFC. Hey, congrats. Let's keep seeing that dude grow. And then. But far from that,
Oh, wait. Now that we're talking about UFC, what do you think about the last fight? Pereira and I forgot that dude's name. I feel like Pereira got robbed, and even more robbed. 12-0 knockdowns, bro.
Hey,
And you lose? How? Like, it doesn't make sense. It makes 0 sense.
hey, man, controversy. Add VAR to UFC. I guess do something. I don't know, but I say run it back.
Ooh, running back. Yeah.
I say running back.
Winner
I
wins
say
all.
running back and put that arrow that he does, stick it into him and murder that guy, win the fight.
Whoa,
You know,
whoa. That's violent.
hey man, it's UFC.
Hey.
That's what we love to see.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I agree.
You know that. But let's move on to more crazy stuff that's been going on, and it's in the NFL.
NFL. Oh my goodness.
In
You know,
the
it's only been
NFL.
like what 3-4 days of free agency, and everything's happening already.
Everything. New
Like,
teams. Well, I mean, new
Losing
like
teams.
players to new teams.
Like,
that's what I mean.
I don't know. The
like
biggest
reconstruction.
Yeah, the biggest thing I'm seeing is Eagles won the Super Bowl. Now everybody's leaving, but everybody that's leaving is getting a bag.
Yeah, they're getting a bag. They really are. But they're also just signed. Who was it? AJ Dillon, right?
Oh,
the
yeah,
running back from
The
Packers.
40-year-old.
Hey man, that's a good backup though.
Hey man.
He is a good backup. You know, good backup. That's definitely when Saquon's running the ball like that and he's getting the defense tired. I think I would pick up. I think I'll pick him up in the fantasy because I think he'll get a couple more points because the way Saquon runs, gets defense tired, and he goes in, he could also run. He could still run. He ain't too bad.
Where's
Not too
Ezekiel
bad.
Elliott gonna go?
He better start doing a podcast like us, or he better. I don't know because anywhere he goes, he loses. No offense to him, but he's with the Cowboys, hasn't won nothing. He went to the Chargers, first round exit, signed up to 1 year. He says he works out a lot. He says he does that. I haven't seen any change. I think in the first week, he got the Cowboys fans thinking like, oh, shit, you know, we got Zeke back. We got rookie Zeke back. He's about to go all out. He's about to ball out. Then he goes, and it's a bust.
It just went.
It's a bust.
It just went down.
It was blue balls, man. Man got me excited and just left me there. Bro, it was hard, bro. Bro, like, what?
Pause, bro. Come on.
And the next, you know, we don't ever use him again. We're in the red zone, and he was getting touchdowns. That's when you got to use Zeke. He'll run through the middle. You know, he'll get you that 1 yard, 2 yards, 3 yards. Other than that, I mean, Rico Dotto did well, and now he just left. We let Rico Dotto just go, and I thought he did pretty well.
You saw how much he signed for?
Nah,
$6 million.
You see, like, come on.
He didn't. I mean, that's a lot of money, but he didn't want much.
It's not a lot of money.
Well, I mean, I don't even make $1,000 a year, bro. It's a lot of money.
That's pretty sad. But like $6 million, man, like $6 million for a running back, it's not that. And the crazy part is none of these running backs are arguing it. None of these running backs are fighting it. And this goes back to what we said last week. Saquon Barkley just made a bag.
Mm-hmm.
He just opened up for running backs to negotiate. Running backs who try to make their money, try to make their bag.
But nobody's
and
Saquon Barkley though.
They're not even, so chase the bag. You get injured, then what? They're not gonna sign you for nothing else because you just took a $6 million contract.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed what? Maybe 3, 4.
No, it was guaranteed like $6 million.
Oh, okay. Still, you know, and that's what we're talking about. T. Higgins, you know, he goes, he signs this, he gets his franchise tag. Now, what happens if he gets hurt in the long run? Now he's gonna be worth maybe 10 million, 9 million, 8 million. Who knows?
Yep.
You know, and I think that's the problem right now. You know, Zeke, as much as we talk mess about Zeke and he didn't run the ball well, he tries to chase the bag.
Oh, he got the bag from every team.
You know, he tries to chase the bag. I respect that. But far from chasing bags, Myles Garrett, 4-year, $40 million per year with $123 million guaranteed.
You know, that surprised everybody. Everybody has. As a Cowboys fan, it's like, damn. Thankfully, he didn't go to the Commanders because that would have been bad.
That would have been
Really
bad.
horrible.
They would have ran that division, that conference,
Oh,
everything.
yeah, definitely. But then for Cleveland fans, it's good because I mean, he loves it there.
Hey man, you can't get mad at a man that wants money or chasing that bag, maybe securing the future for him and generations going down.
For sure.
But what's up with winning a ring, man? What was all this talk, making a big commotion about it? You know, I want a ring. I want to go to a championship team. Well, here you are. You're stuck, and I hope you know you're not going to win a ring anytime soon. My opinion.
Yeah, it's,
My
if you
opinion.
really want a ring, just leave, go better, bigger things. But I mean, you know, Devontae Adams, an old man getting picked up by the Rams. They're letting go Cooper Kupp, which is younger than him.
Devontae Adams, he's going to do well at the rank. You know, you got
He's not Cooper Kupp, though. Cooper Kupp was a Super Bowl MVP.
Gary Wilson isn't Puka Nacua,
Oh, definitely not. Puka Nacua is a dog.
right? Gary Wilson and Devontae Adams were almost I would say kind of the same type of receiver almost.
Mm-hmm.
None of them really did slants. None of them really did different types of routes. It was mainly kind of like a deep ball or something, you know.
Yeah.
Puka Nacua is an all-around receiver. In my opinion, he'll get you deep balls. He'll slant. He'll do the dirty work, which is going to open up Devontae Adams to do what Devontae Adams does.
Yeah. So is Devontae Adams going to be good with being receiver too?
Oh, 100%. He has to.
Okay.
And he will.
Yeah.
Right? But now he has a quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
No offense to Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers was old.
Big baby.
He wasn't the same Aaron Rodgers he was at Green Bay.
No.
Shout out Swinton, which is he's one of our brothers who goes for the Green Bay Packers, and he's in the same boat as the Cowboys, always losing in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And he's seeing his team get rid of a lot of players.
Hey,
now.
at least they made it past the first round though. So.
Yeah, they did. They whooped us. But with that being said, Aaron Rodgers isn't the same Aaron Rodgers, but now he's going with the Rams who have Stafford. Who's a good, decent quarterback.
Oh yeah. Like I said before,
And you got
Stafford's a
Puka.
dog.
You got Puka.
Mm-hmm.
You got Devontae.
Uh-huh.
And your backfield, who you got? He was in your fantasy team. Kyron Williams, who's going to get you at least a touchdown a game.
That's be my number one pick next year.
Oh, probably this. Hopefully, the people that are in our fantasy league does not see this video because you're screwed.
Oh.
But with that being said, you know, like he's getting points now. You got a lot of different targets. Cooper Kupp, yes, he's a great receiver, but was he healthy this year? That was the problem. And without him being healthy, they relied on Puka Nacua a lot, which injured Puka Nacua as well because he was carrying a lot of workload. But now this opens up that, and it goes back to what I said. The Rams receiving class. Yeah, receiving room is stacked.
Yeah.
You know, they're stacked. So I mean, again, I think that's a good fit for Devontae Adams. What I don't think is DK Metcalf with the Steelers is gonna work.
Oh, I
5
think
year,
so.
$150 million.
I think it's gonna work. 2 crash outs, bro.
That's what I'm saying. They're 2 crash outs. So what are you gonna do if they bump heads?
Crash on each other until they like each other.
What are they gonna do? You got what? George Pickens, right?
Uh-huh.
DK Metcalf, right?
Uh-huh.
Who's gonna be wide receiver 1?
George Pickens.
Or DK Metcalf?
Yes.
George Pickens over DK Metcalf.
Yes, bro. I didn't stutter. I said it loud and proud. I'll say it again. George Pickens is gonna be number 1 wide receiver. I'll say even slower if we need it slower.
No way. DK Metcalf is gonna be wide receiver 1 for the Cedars. He has to be wide receiver 1.
Why?
Bro, what? Have you seen his build? His explosiveness? Have
Have you seen George Pickens though?
Oh, bro. DK Metcalf is going to be wide receiver 1. Is
It
he?
could go either way. It could go either way.
But here's the problem. You're saying he's not. I'm saying he is. What do you think Pickens and DK Metcalf are going to do now? They're going to argue. They're both 2 crash outs. They're going to hit heads. I don't know if that's going to work for them.
I see that. I do see that.
Now, who's going to be their quarterback?
Wait,
Justin Fields is gone.
who did Kenny Pickett sign with?
We'll get to there. But he is not a Steeler.
Oh, I thought he was.
He's not. We'll get to that. But I can tell you right now, Kenny Pickett is not even close to signing with the Steelers because he already signed to a team.
Well, who did he sign to?
We'll get to that.
Okay, sorry.
And then we have Justin Fields left. Russell Wilson hasn't got signed.
Yeah, he's not.
Aaron Rodgers is still there.
Bro, Aaron Rodgers.
Daniel Jones is not there no more because he signed somewhere else. Zach Wilson, you can't pick him up because he signed somewhere else.
Yep. Hey, you still.
Marcus Mariota just re-signed.
You still got Mac Jones though.
Pick him up.
Nah, Steelers are gonna draft the QB.
I think. Hey,
That's
maybe
the best thing to do.
Yeah, maybe Will Howard. He's good.
Yeah.
I think he'll fit in. I mean, yeah, he had a bad draft day or combine. I mean, draft combine. But he's honestly
His
good.
performances are amazing.
Yeah, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, DK Metcalf, Pickens. I'm not saying Pickens isn't bad, but I'm saying he's not going to be a wide receiver 1. You have to look at DK Metcalf first. You have to. Only if he can stay healthy. That's my thing. If he can stay healthy. If he doesn't,
No,
then
not
he'll
even
be
healthy. If
he'll
he
be
can
wide
stay
receiver.
consistent.
He honestly, he's not that bad. It goes back to when he had Russell Wilson, he was doing good. He really was. And then unfortunately, when he was going with Geno Smith, he was getting double coverage, and that's when Tyler Lockett stepped in. And then what's the other one?
JSN.
Yeah, Jason. So, I mean, but again, I don't know. I think
Seahawks fan heavy, bro.
yeah, they do have it rough. Geno Smith's gone, DK Metcalf's gone, Tyler Lockett's gone.
Sam Darnold's in,
Yeah, Sam Darnold is in. He is now the QB1.
but who is he throwing to?
Hey, that's the problem. See, 3-year, $100 million.
Yeah.
3-year, $100 million throwing to one receiver. Unless they could pick up Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp. I think that's about it.
Oh, I hope Cooper Kupp comes.
Oh, Amari Cooper. You know, three good receivers right there that could arguably be still wide receiver 1.
Yep.
Now, my question would be, is Sam Darnold going to perform with the Seahawks, or is he just a quarterback that has to be in a good system?
I think he's a quarterback that has to be in a good system.
So now that's my thing. I want to see how Sam Darnold's going to do by himself, alone, new team, no receiver, only one receiver at the moment. Hopefully they could get another one, but if they don't, what is he going to do?
I mean, look at the playoff game. The playoff game, he just crumbled.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did. He did crumble, but it goes back to what I said. What kind of, does he have to be in that type of a system? Kind of like Brock Purdy. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I think he's just a good systematic quarterback with the 49ers. I think he leaves the 49ers. I don't think he'll be as successful as he is with the 49ers. That's my take. That's my hot take. That's just me. I don't think Purdy could do that in any other team.
I think that's valid. Look at this season.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my thing with Sam Darnold. Is can he do that? Can he be a great quarterback for the Seahawks?
Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
I
don't think so, man.
Now, who I am excited for is Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, hey, signing to the Jets.
Justin Fields with the Jets. 2-year, $40 million, 30 guaranteed.
He low-key got lowballed.
Oh, yeah. But again, it goes back to he hasn't really showed much because he was with the Bears. He was getting killed. Same thing kind of like Caleb Williams. No O-line. It's hard to be a QB1. Kind of, we throw it out there for other people that watch, that doesn't know much about football. It's like a goalie. If you have no defense, there's no goalie. You got to have a good defense in order for a keeper to perform.
Oh, no, bro.
And that's kind of like a quarterback. No, man, it goes with anything. Like any goalkeeper that doesn't have a defense is not going to perform. You could, and it goes back to what I said. You could have 100 shots, you can't save them all.
That's true.
You can, or if they hit the pole, it's your day, cool. But without a goalie, there's no defense. I mean, without no defense, there's no goalie. Without no O-line, there's no quarterback.
Yeah, that's true.
There's none. Look at Patrick Mahomes, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Probably, they say he's the face of the NFL now. Look what happened in the Super Bowl. Where was his O-line? He was getting killed.
Every play.
Every play. So now this thing with the Justin Fields, he didn't have no O-line with the Bears. He didn't really get the chance to show what he could with the Steelers. And when he did, he balled.
He did. He went undefeated, I think.
But now he's going back with the Jets, who don't really have an O-line. So what is he going to do? I mean, he does have Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
But he's also a QB that can get out the pocket.
And that's the thing. If they could at least open up a hole for him, or at least give him the outside to run, he'll make some plays.
Yep.
He'll definitely make some plays. And then you got what's the tight end name? Conklin?
Something like that.
Yeah, he honestly he's not too bad. And then don't forget about the running back. Brees Hall.
Cut it out. That's enough.
Well, you don't think he's good?
It's so inconsistent, bro.
But it goes back to there's no line for him to run through.
It doesn't matter, bro.
You don't think he's good?
No.
I think he's a decent running back.
He has a breakout game every 4 weeks.
I think he's a decent running back.
Okay, decent, yes.
Yeah, you see, he's a decent running back.
He doesn't suck.
He's gonna get you at least some type of yards. Then when you have Justin Fields, now you could do option plays.
Yeah.
You could do option plays. Now you could let Justin Fields run.
You don't got a grumpy ass old man.
You don't. And I just want to see that Garrett Wilson and Justin Fields connection because now they're both young. They both will understand each other. Garrett Wilson now had the privilege to play under Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, as much as he's old, he still has a good arm on him. Now you could teach Justin Fields your routes that you learned with Aaron Rodgers. Make Justin Fields throw those balls. Yep. Honestly, like I said, Justin Fields to me isn't that bad.
He's not.
Now,
that's besides the point. Let's talk about the 49ers. Losing Debo, Greenlaw, Ward, Kyle Juszczyk. I don't even know who else.
Hufanga.
Just lose
That's
everybody
too
at this
many
point.
players. What are you going to do?
Just sell the franchise.
Damn Cowboys. Yeah, like, what are you gonna do now? Like Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, like
Hopefully
Debo,
he could come back. the same.
Debo was fine. They've been trying to get rid of Debo for a good minute.
I mean, yeah, but Debo's still a good. He's still a good
Yeah.
receiver. He's
Yeah.
explosive. You could do trick plays with him.
But now you got
Like-
other receivers that are gonna like work for you, and not want the amount of money that Debo wanted.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about it. You got Pearsall. You have
Then they just signed somebody. I forgot who it was. I don't remember on top of my head. They just signed somebody.
I couldn't tell you either, but I mean like Pearsall. I think Pearsall, like I said, he got shot on the chest. I think right chest area, and he survived that. He came back, got his touchdown. I think this year, and he honestly looks good. Now imagine a full off season with the Niners, him working, coming in, having a good year, injury free. I think he could do something.
Let's talk about them losing Kyle Juszczyk.
Yeah, that one is surprising.
The only reason is because he's like, what was he? Tailback? No, yeah,
Fullback.
fullback. That's what it's called. And he did the dirty work when they needed it.
Oh yeah, and
he was catching the ball, running the ball whenever they needed something like
he
dirty
made
done.
plays.
He did it,
He made plays.
but as letting him go like that, it's crazy.
But I mean, since we're hitting on this 49ers team, go back to what I was saying earlier. Christian McCaffrey, is he gonna come back the same?
No.
Is he gonna be able to run the ball the same? Is he gonna be able to do all this other stuff the same? Now you're gonna have to mix it in with him and Jordan and Mason.
And even the other one.
Yeah, Isaac. Can't remember his last name, but his first name is Isaac. He was very explosive as well. What are you gonna do now to keep Christian McCaffrey happy?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you just.
Because with him being,
tough. That's
yeah,
actually
because
tough.
with him being out, it just showed you got two young dudes who are ready to run, who are just as explosive and could do what he did. Because once again, the Niners are a good team.
Yep.
They have a good old line. They opened up that gaps and they found them very well. Now, what are you gonna do with Christian McCaffrey when he comes back? Are you gonna take snaps away from Isaac, or are you gonna take snaps away from Mason? You gotta keep all of them happy. Isaac, great running back. Where's he? Is he gonna want to be? Is he okay with being that type of player, or is he gonna want to leave right away?
I don't know. I think at that point you really don't have much of a choice. I say you take 1 more year, learn off the best running back in the league, and just hit the door after that.
And then my other question would be, is he gonna chase the bag like Saquon Barkley did? Cause he's
not yet.
He's arguably a top 3 running back.
Who?
Christian McCaffrey.
Oh yeah.
Christian McCaffrey. So with him seeing Saquon getting this bag, Derrick Henry most likely will try to get that match it. Maybe he's already getting up there in age and stuff. He signed a good contract with the Ravens.
Yeah.
Now is Christian McCaffrey gonna want that big deal? Is he gonna chase that bag?
Now speaking of the King Henry, DeAndre Hopkins.
Nah, it's just like, I don't even know what to say about that. You can't blame Lamar. Like, Zay Flowers, yes, great receiver, but you're bringing DeAndre Hopkins, who really didn't show much with the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I think he didn't really do much
In the season, did you not see him play, bro? Whenever they needed something big, he was there, bro.
Where? What game?
I can't remember it off the top
What
of my
game?
head. But there was like a couple games where he had a touchdown, 2 touchdowns. He was actually going off.
What game?
He was going. Let's see.
Yeah, let him look this up and try to prove his point, because this guy is delusional. But while he's looking that up, let me go ahead and shout out 7.Sammy one more time. Later on this week, we will be posting our giveaway. We'll be posting our giveaway. As we said, we're going to start doing that. 7.Sammy has provided us some great merch, some great shirts, and
Games played.
we will be going and shouting him out and doing that giveaway as well. Now let's hear what this guy's going to say with the games played of DeAndre Hopkins.
Games played 10. Receptions 41. Targets 59. Yards 437. Average was at 10.7. Touchdowns 4 touchdowns, 1 touchdown the postseason. The longest was 35. Had 0 fumbles.
Please repeat how many touchdowns he had the whole year.
5 touchdowns in 10 games.
5 touchdowns in 10 games.
You're telling me that's bad?
You're saying he was getting 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown. He was going off.
He was going off.
But he had 4 touchdowns regular season and 1 touchdown in the postseason. And he dropped a big pass in the Super Bowl. You're telling me that's going off?
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb post that stats what? Justin Jefferson post that stat, then what?
Bro, look how old he is. Look how old the other people are, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro. Devontae Adams, what?
Bro, he proved his
Devontae
stuff
Adams,
already, bro.
Devontae Adams.
They both proved their
Devontae
stuff. They
Adams.
both proved their stuff.
Bro, Devontae Adams.
They both proved their stuff already.
Who?
Both of them. DeAndre Hopkins and Devontae Adams have proved everything.
Yeah, but okay, so Devontae Adams, the year he had, what are you gonna say? Was it a bad year?
Yes.
Why?
Nah,
If you just say DeAndre Hopkins,
Nah, it wasn't a bad
no,
year,
you
though.
just said DeAndre Hopkins had a good year with those stats. You're gonna say Devontae Adams had a bad year? Why?
No, he was performing. He was doing what he had to do at the Jets. The team around him was horrible.
And DeAndre Hopkins?
When they came down to the biggest stage of the game, the team was horrible.
Oh my, bro, he had an open pass where he dropped.
It was behind him.
I'm not talking about that one.
Which one?
I'm talking about another. He cut across. He was wide open, and he dropped the pass. He literally dropped the pass in his hands. He dropped the pass. The touchdown, okay, good touchdown. It was a good touchdown. I'm actually happy. You know, he was trying to do it for his pops. Cool. That was a good moment.
One-time thing, bro.
Like I said, sports. You know.
Yeah.
But DeAndre Hopkins, for you to say that he's going to be a good fit for the Ravens, I need to see it. I need to see it.
He's not. It's gonna give Zay Flowers a little bit more.
But he's
more
not the
open
same
room.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Doesn't matter. He's still dangerous. You get the ball touching his hands, he's catching it. Maybe one time where you say in the Super Bowl, "Oh well, it happens. It's live. We're human. Nobody's perfect except for the man above."
I don't think DeAndre Hopkins could do what he used to do.
Yeah, we
I
all
just
know
don't.
that.
I just don't. I don't think.
And we all know
he's not
that.
gonna
That's bro. That's like saying Tom Brady's gonna come back and do what he did.
Oh, 100%. He probably would. Gronk wants to come back. He'll probably do what he's do.
Well, it does.
Tom Brady, if you give Tom Brady a good O line, he'll come back, still throw dots, and probably take your team to the playoffs.
Oh, he'll take the Super Bowl. That's the goal.
Okay, but you just proved my point. You just answer your own question. He could do what he could do.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins is not gonna pull two coverages away. He's not gonna pull a double coverage.
Okay, so throw it up to him in single coverage. He's catching it. You're putting him against your worst DB at least.
We're gonna have to see. We are going to have to see this season. We are going to have to see this season. I just don't. Nothing against him. He's a legend.
Oh, for sure.
He was a great receiver. He was a great receiver.
No, I feel like now he's chasing the bag. Well, not really the bag. He's chasing a ring.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you have to at this point. It goes back to what everybody says. You know, a ring would define your season. A ring would define your career. If you don't really have a ring, a lot of players get forgotten. A lot of them chase a ring because they need that ring in order to be in the Hall of Fame or their legacy.
Yep.
Can he do it with the Ravens?
I think so.
I hope so. You know, Mark Andrews needs to pick it up a little bit.
But how?
Lively needs to pick it up a little bit.
How does Mark Andrews
Likely
pick
is
it
my
up?
fault. He had a bad year this year. I mean, he was hurt.
He was hurt most of the year.
He was most of the time, but when he came back, he
was also accountable for what he did.
yeah, he did. And again, that's what I'm saying. He needs to do a little bit better.
All right, yeah.
You know.
I agree.
And then, but hitting back on this stuff with the crazy DeAndre Hopkins take, the Cowboys needs to do something pretty soon. There's no reason why Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb reconstructed their contracts to open up this cap space, and we're not going to sign a Cooper Kupp. We're not going to sign a Stephon Diggs. We need a big
we're still
name.
talking though. We're still
yeah. But
Cooper Kupp is in the list though.
I really do hope so. We need a big name. We need a good signing. These two dudes, they reconstructed their contracts, which again, it shows that they want to win. A lot of hate on Dak Prescott, America's team. You get a lot of hate. Mm-hmm. But I do give him credit for reconstructing his team. CeeDee Lamb.
We also need Michael Parsons.
CeeDee Lamb, they kept saying diva this, diva that. You know, he's not a team player. He wants to win. Mm-hmm. You know, if we're not going to sign a player, please give some money to Michael Parsons. Mm-hmm. Right? That's what we need. Quick. Because you know who else got their money? Who's had, I don't think, that good of a year. He was hurt a lot. Joey Bosa.
12 games, 5 sacks. Or something like that.
You know, Joey Bosa with the Bills. If they're going to do that big move, we got to at least keep our best defensive player right now because we just got rid of DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah. We also did just sign the first rounder from the Saints though too.
Yes, we did. That is good. We're doing moves.
We're doing moves.
Yeah, we're doing moves.
Young moves.
Yeah, we're doing young moves, potentially to be good players.
Mm-hmm. We've been getting a couple of first rounders.
Yeah, but now let's keep Michael Parsons and maybe sign Cooper Kupp.
Build the defense around Michael Parsons and build the offense around.
No, but like I said, maybe sign Cooper Kupp, who probably won't take that much money because he already knows, okay, well, Rams released me. That's probably saying something about my age. I'm getting up there. I was hurt the whole year almost. Why not?
Yep.
You know, and that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm not no GM. I'm not Jerry Jones. But
I'm glad you're not Jerry Jones, bro. You probably would have sold the house.
yeah, I probably would have sold this house. You know, I probably would have. I don't know, man.
You would have sold everything, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. It's there's the moves are there. Moves are there. It's just a matter of fact of doing it before it's too late. Because if you guys saw, he said in the beginning of this podcast, the trades, the signings, the releases were going by fast,
Real quick.
real quick.
We're watching
Real
Pat
quick.
McAfee actually that one time. It was what was it? Bank alert or whatever.
I don't know. I don't.
It was like every 2 minutes.
Yeah, every 2 minutes it was someone signing, someone signing, someone signing. He couldn't even go on with his podcast because how many times he had to stop with someone sign, someone sign, someone sign. It was getting kind of concerning because I didn't see a single Cowboy signing until maybe after the show or what have you.
It was done.
But even though we got all these crazy signings, it's the battle of the mids. Battle of the mids with Kenny Pickett. And here goes where he went. This answers your question. He went with the Browns, which is why I'm saying Myles Garrett is probably not going to win a Super Bowl anytime soon.
Oh, definitely not.
Probably not.
Kenny Pickett isn't horrible though.
He's not. He's not. But we haven't seen much from him.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, when he was at the Steelers, he had winning season.
Yeah, he didn't do. I mean, again, it's coach. That coach is crazy. He's amazing. He never had a losing season, which is why again. Maybe DK Metcalf with the Steelers is a good thing. That coach will probably get those two crash outs to understand. Hey, you might be wide receiver 1 this week. Next week you might have to be wide receiver 1. You know, and that's good. But Kenny Pickett with the Browns.
It's an L move. Hopefully, he doesn't have any massages appointed.
No, for real, stay away from that.
Yeah,
Stay
especially
away
in
from
Cleveland.
that. Especially in Cleveland.
Yep.
But then you also got, like I said, who is it? Judy's over there still, right?
Yeah.
Judy's over there still. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Judy's there. Judy's there. Maybe sign another receiver. And then maybe you have something going on there. Maybe.
Oh no, they got Nick Chubb.
They do. They do got Nick Chubb. Hopefully, you know,
about
he came back. He didn't look too bad. He's going to have a good offseason. And you're ready to go. Your offense might be good if you could pick up one more receiver.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
In Miami, please hide your moms because Zach Wilson just signed with the Dolphins. If you know what I'm saying, you'll understand that joke. So again, like I said, Zach Wilson's with the Dolphins. Tyreek Hill's leaving. Maybe they haven't said. Tyreek Hill's another one that's on the that wants to leave Dolphins. He wants to leave Miami.
I'm pretty sure he'll leave.
Where will he end up? And that's what I'm saying. All these teams are grabbing. All these teams are going. Tyreek Hill might end up on a mid team.
Imagine
Right?
Tyreek Hill comes to Dallas.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. But then again, knowing 49ers releasing all these players, I won't be surprised if they try to go for them.
Yeah, it's true.
They will have the cap space. They will have the money now. Why not?
And especially with them not getting Joey Bosa, that's just.
And the thing is, Tyreek Hill, he wants a wide receiver 1. He could do that at the Niners. He's better than Brandon Ayuk. He's better than Jennings.
Oh yeah, I'm just questioning about Brandon Ayuk though, because
He's
he's
better.
young.
Yeah, but still, like, he got the big bag. He chased the bag. He did what he needed to do, and he fumbled the bag during the season.
Yeah.
But then again, with all that being said, someone that fumbles a line, someone that trips his own feet when he has clear grass is Daniel Jones, and he signed with the Colts. You got to battle the Miz there with him, man. Anthony Richardson.
Well, Anthony Richardson isn't that mid though.
Yeah.
He's actually good when he's good.
When he's good.
He's
I
just
mean,
inconsistent, so
mean-
that's what makes him mid.
but again, I honestly think Daniel Jones could give him a run for his money and maybe be QB1 starting season. Because you got Pittman, who's not that bad. And you got Josh Downs, who's not that bad. And you got Jonathan Taylor, who is not that bad.
He wants
Who's
out though.
not that bad. I mean, hey,
I would want out too.
I mean, yeah, he's a good running back. Probably go chase, like I said, chase that ring. Get that ring. Legacy. Hall of Fame. Why not? And he's young.
Yeah, he's still
He's
young.
young.
He's still young. He'll get the bag for sure anywhere he goes.
Yeah, anywhere. I think he could do what a couple of these top running backs could do, especially you give him a good line.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it's crazy. Like I said, there's been a lot of crazy moves. Hopefully by the time we release this video, Cowboys have done something. But if they haven't, Jesus.
Hey, the way they've been spending money though, they've been spending money real light lately.
That's pretty smart, though.
They've been getting them deals.
Yeah, I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing, you know.
They're getting good players for deals.
like you said, young players too. Young players too.
Yep.
You know, but also, you know, like I said, if you're seeing this video, I would hit up 7 Dot Sammy.
Yeah.
I would hit up 7 Dot Sammy for them shoes, for the swag, for the merch, for the shirts, anything you need. Hit up 7 Dot Sammy, which is our sponsor. And if you tell him Locker Room Talk sent you, he'll probably help you out a little bit. You know, he'll probably help you out a little bit. Or you sent him Locker Room Talk sent you, we will probably give you a shirt on the side. You know, but with that being said, we are LRT, Locker Room Talk, and we'll see you later.